Anytime my wife and I get into an argument or fight, or maybe I cheat, I will find sand in my food. I almost broke my teeth twice now. Well, why don't you eat your side chick's food? It is way easier to stop cheating than to come here to rant. From today, take it upon yourself to treat your wife like a queen and watch how stone-free your food becomes. Hi guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So today we are going to be reading some stories from the Instagram page joroolumofin. The stories that we're going to be reading today are stories about just funny stuff that people have sent into Joro about their relationships and marriages. I'm going to link Joro's page in the description box below. If you want to check out this page, you can go and do so. And without further ado, let's just get into the story. Hello Joro, I invited this girl to my house for the weekend. She came yesterday and was supposed to stay for 4 days. I paid for her air ticket. What pains me is that I gave her the gifts I bought for her already. I bought pizza for her as well. She started complaining that she's hot. I should put on the AC. I told her my AC is not working. She asked me to increase the fan. I increased it. She said the heat is too much. She just picked up her phone and called her friend in front of me to call a cab for her. She said she's going to come back later because of the AC. God has removed her from me. She is not my wife. I pity her future husband. Ingo sing mwah. On to the next. What kind of thing is this? This person said, Buddy is not ready to stay in a hot place. This one said, why didn't you fix your AC? But guys, Nigeria is hot, so I don't know. Another person said, I pity who will marry you as well. You couldn't fix your AC, but you had money to pay for her flight. Imagine marrying a man who doesn't love himself enough to put his needs first. Wow, this is an interesting thing. I did not expect anybody to leave this kind of comments. Another person said, so your idea of a good woman is her ability to endure sufferhead. Why? Laughing emoji. Another person said, you never fix your AC. You go the book flight for woman. I can imagine the heat. Oh my goodness. Another person said, I don't always fault men, but how could you afford money to pay flights but couldn't fix your AC? Last, now we're a girl you go meet. Another person said, her future husband will only see love and happiness. You should have been wise enough to use the airfare to fix your AC, or you fix your AC before inviting a woman to your home. Gosh, because it is so hot. I can imagine the discomfort. What if she stayed back and fainted in your house? Not be everybody feel withstand heat though. You should be thanking God she left in one piece and is promising to see you again. Will she though? Will she though? The other person said, you said, why did you repair your AC before the invite? If you can pay her flight fare, then repair shouldn't cost much. Know that not all women can endure suffer, especially with someone they don't love or have interest in, especially if they have passed the level and can afford some basic things. The idea that a woman will suffer because she chose not to endure certain conditions is mind-blowing to me. Better wake up and face reality. Oh, everybody in the comment section is just saying, how could you pay her flights yet you cannot fix your own AC? The comment section is full of that particular comment. Another person said, I don't know why some men think wife material must suffer. The girl you brought to your home probably has a working AC in her own house. Another person said, now what for Nigerian girls? Funny enough, she doesn't have an AC in her own house. Nigerian men really go through a lot in the hands of these Gen Z baddies. But if you think that Gen Z bodies are not what you want, don't go after them. Period. Okay? You cannot go and go after a Gen Z body and you think that she's going to come and suffer in your air conditionless house. Guys, you guys should not take me seriously today. I'm just cracking up. This is just catching cruise. Today is just lighthearted. I'm not trying to do anything extra. Please, I'm tired. And everyone said she's actually mad, but she used your flight money to come and see her main man. Another person said, how can you invite someone to your house without working AC? You are a criminal and your priorities are wrapped. You know fix AC, you dey buy flight tickets. Yeah, AC is really important in Nigeria. Nigeria is so hot. Oh my God. Nothing will happen to she and her future husband. They will live happily ever after. Once a girl doesn't behave like people want, you start talking like you wanted to marry her. Instead, you go and fix your AC. Exactly. She was not forced to stay there. She had all the right to leave. Yeah. Me, I cannot be mad at her. If that's what you think that you cannot take, if AC is a deal breaker for you, my dear sister, leave. You're not married or anything. You can just wake up and leave. You won't make sufferness kill you. You pay someone flight tickets and you self they sleep inside heat. Exactly. You don't love yourself enough, man. Secondly, girls don't finish for your area. Or more there. She don't play her movement the first day when she set foot for your house. She only use you cook the destination where she and her friend go do waka waka. So basically, the person is saying that she only used him to come to that city so that she and her friend can hang out. Sir, it's hot this period. We can't support you. 4 days without AC. You booked flights, but you can't fix AC and pizza and the gifts we're paying you. Your priorities are just misplaced. You also mismanaged. That should have been the first thing he was trying to fix before inviting someone to his house. I can imagine 4 days in that kind of scorching heat. Oh my God, no. Anyway, let's just take the last comment which says, dear writer, you too like suffer. So you couldn't fix AC, but you paid flight tickets. They play. Let's go to the next story. I'm suspecting my wife for putting sand and stones in my food, but I don't have evidence. Why would she do that? Good morning, Joro. Anytime my wife and I get into an argument or fight, or maybe I cheat, oh my God, I will find sand in my food. I almost broke my teeth twice now. How does stone get inside beef? She will say maybe it's the way the meat guy is selling it. Is she not meant to wash the beef well? I don't find this funny. What do? I find sand and small stones in my food. The stones that match the one in our compound. Please advise me. But our children's food is stone free. I want to report her to her mother. Now I'm scared of eating in my own home and I pay for the food again. Advice, please. Well, why don't you eat your side chick's food? You should eat from your side chicks more so that you don't have to deal with your wife. Your wife is clearly angry and I think you'll be seeing a lot of stones in your food. Anyway, let's go. Let's go to the comment section. I think one of his side chicks will opt to start cooking for him because the first person said, stop cheating before you carry souvenir, weary. So this comment says, it is way easier to stop cheating than to come here to rant. It is obvious that she does put it on purpose, but it's a way of telling you how she feels. From today, take it upon yourself to treat your wife like a queen and watch how stone-free your food becomes. This person said, please sir, if you're in Lagos, let us be your fresh meat supplier. Stone abi. Sand no ever dey inside our meat and your order is sealed till it reaches you, so no story. I almost forgot to say we use ice blocks to pack, so nothing like say it don't spoil. Oh, this is actually somebody advertising their business. The person is Lagos Butcher on Instagram. Wow, okay. Another person said, don't intentionally hurt someone. Everything you do has repercussions. Continue cheating. From stones is going to graduate to poison. Another person said, God bless your wife. Wifey, sisterhood is proud of you. Another person said, Oga, this is a stern warning from your wife to stop cheating or expect something worse than stones and sand in your meals, unless you enjoy the spice of stone and sand. Another person said, you will continue eating sand, were. Osino, if I cheat, since you normalize cheating as nothing, sand and stone in food is nothing. Another person said, that's enough grounds for divorce. You are wrong as well, and she has the opportunity to leave you. As for the stones, get a spy that can monitor her. Once you have evidence, get her arrested and divorce her before she kills you. Another person said, be careful, make she not poison you. That gender no send your papa. Okay. Yeah, because it might get to poison. Another person said, don't stress yourself too much. Just book appointments with the dentist. I know, because the way he talks about the cheating, like, oh, whenever I cheat, it's just like somebody who travels frequently just says, yeah, whenever I travel, so and so, so and so. And he talks about it like, oh, whenever I cheat, this and that, this and that. He should just constant with the dentist. That's what he needs. You women are supporting her. When he becomes violent now, you will say no matter what a woman does, he should not be violent. Why can't she respect herself and leave? This guy get patience, sha. Because you lack respect. That is why you put salt in my food, and I won't eat again from that day on. Yeah. Honestly, right? She's not right for putting salt in his food. But he too is not right for cheating. And the way he's normalizing it, it means that's something that she has gone through all through that marriage. And now she has decided to revenge in her own way. Oh my God, all this stress is not worth it. Please let her just leave. Honestly, if she thinks that is turning her into something that she's not, she should just leave. Now she's becoming like some evil witch. Oh my goodness. This person said, sue the meat guy because you don't even sound remorseful. Not to talk about working on how you change. You better budget for new teeth because you'll be eating more stones. Oh my God. Another person said, please men, anyone that feeds you should be respected because your life is in that person's hand. Yo, it's true. It's true. He's making her angry. He's frustrating her. And she cooks for him and he eats her food. I say, let him go out there and ask one of his side chicks to cook for him. One of the side chicks that's making him happy out there. And who he's making happy out there. She should be the one to cook for him because this wife of his, very soon, she's not careful, she'll turn into a witch. Another person said, whenever she sells you food, tell her to eat it. Go and carry your children's food and eat. Cheating is not good, okay? Another person said, better change and be a good husband. Next, she'll poison you. Mumu man. Note, some women don't tolerate cheating partners. You men should know who to mess with. But if she does not tolerate a cheating partner, what is she doing there? Most of the times, I feel like women just say, oh, I don't tolerate this. But when they do it to you, then you mess up your own boundaries. You don't actually go through with what you've said, the standard you've set for yourself. You don't actually go through with it. You say, oh my God, I can never tolerate cheating. But then, boom, you get married and they're cheating on you. Now you don't know what to do. You forgot about the standards that you put for yourself. Another person said, you're playing with fire, young man. That woman don't they put water for your cup. If it full, your own don't finish. She fit kill you. Your wife is not happy. Change your ways. What do Adams want? Another person said, if she is Ghanaian, I heard they grind bottles and put inside people's food to kill them gradually. I don't know of the sand and stones. Please be careful. Tell her mom if possible. There are ways to handle issues rather than poisoning out one's own spouse. People are not addressing the matter here. He already knows what is making her to behave like this. She's probably told him about it because he spoke about arguments. The solution here is to fix the problem. It's not about running to tell her mom, oh, there are stones in my food. That's not the issue. The issue is infidelity. If you know already that my wife behaves like this every time I cheat, why don't you try to see how you can stop cheating? Or even the wife, you know that you do this because you're already getting frustrated about your husband's cheating. Why don't you try to sit down and talk to him and solve this problem? Or you pack out. If you cannot tolerate cheating, get out of there. The man is not willing to change. You're not willing to tolerate it. So get out of there. Don't sit around behaving like a witch. Turning into something you're not. What if you kill him? You're not going to feel happy about yourself. Mind you, if you end up killing this man, you're not going to feel happy about yourself. So it will even make you worse up. So you should just leave. There's nothing you can do. If someone does not want to change, it's not going to change, you know? So this one said, you're lucky it's just stone and sand she puts in your food, not metal and ground bottles. Yo? So ground bottles is actually a thing? So this one said, Baba, she don't dey grind bottle for you. No, stop that cheating. You go buy if you're not careful. Oh my God. So let's take the last comment, which says, poster, you are dying small Ajay. You better go and do scan on yourself to see the state of your liver and kidney. I pray you never chop broken bottle safe. Yo, guys, so this broken bottle thing is actually real? What? Can broken bottles unalive someone slowly? Wow, because I'm seeing a lot of that in the comments. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, I've already made my thoughts known on this one. This woman should just leave, or the husband should change. There's no point coming to tell her mom or trying to talk on social media and all of that. There's no point for all of that. Either he changes or she leaves. That's it. So guys, we finally come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.